Hi there, thanks for stopping by to find out more about premature exasperation. I'd like to introduce you to my puppy, Basil. Basil's a Shih Tzu puppy. He's a great teacher when it comes to premature exasperation. See, Shih Tzu puppies can be slow to house train, but getting cross with them doesn't do any good at all. Basil wants to please, but he also wants to feel he matters. Getting cross with him just upsets him, and then he behaves worse. Which is remarkably similar to what human beings do when you come to think about it. Premature exasperation, otherwise known as PE, is a bad feeling workout. It comes about when one partner doesn't feel they're getting their needs met, and it leads to both partners feeling unheard and unacknowledged. What's the ultimate double whammy premature exasperation scenario? You may have come across it before. For the sake of argument, let's say the male partner asks, "What's the matter?" And the female partner replies, "Nothing." He then states, "Something is the matter, what is it? How can I know if you don't tell me?" And she says, "I shouldn't have to tell you. If you really loved me, you would know without my having to tell you." What makes this the perfect double whammy? It's because both partners have been waving their favourite red flags at the other. She has already slipped into premature exasperation and was expressing it by giving him the silent treatment. This led him to make a superficially reasonable remark, although maybe it was not altogether made in a reasonable tone of voice. And when she answered nothing, when there obviously is something, that would really needle him. So it took less than 5 minutes, and most probably less than 2 minutes, for both partners to feel irritated, resentful and frustrated with the other. PE is a progressive dis-ease of relationships. If you act preventively and nip it in the bud, it is curable. If you allow it to spread, it will raise your blood pressure, damage your health, and it does wreck relationships. Remember, in relationships, the little things are the big things. All PE ever gets you is more of the thing that you really don't want in the first place. It occurs when you tell yourself an old, familiar story that makes you feel bad. That's why the always and never words crop up, to multiply the frustration and the resentment. So what could you do instead? Basil, what would happen if you said to yourself, "I'm not going to do that same old feel bad workout"? How about not telling yourself that miserable old story again? You've got it off pat already. What do you think would happen if you asked yourself a few great questions instead, like, what else might this mean? What do I really want to happen? What can I do to help create that outcome? You could even ask yourself, what needs to happen now? You might even want to let your partner know the outcome you want. That way, your partner can work with you rather than work against you. If you've ever pushed your partner away when you wanted him to hug you, you'll know exactly how that works. Premature exasperation is always a sign that something needs to change. Basil. An outburst of premature exasperation occurs when you want your partner or your puppy to change to suit you. Annoyingly enough, partners and puppies don't change because you want them to. They change when you create the climate that encourages change. the bottom line is change always starts with you. So stop telling yourself the old PE story. Do something different instead. Tear up the old story and ask yourself some great questions. It's guaranteed to cure your PE and leave you in a much more helpful frame of mind. Bye now.